5:30 now. Actor Robert De Niro's production company has been found liable of gender discrimination and
man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone.
Your left hand?
Well, I never tried.
So you were right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna pay him next week. I'm gonna pay you.
No. You insulted him a little bit. You got a little out of order.
In the ever-scandalous world of Hollywood, many celebrities are usually heavy-laden with dark secrets that almost always come out in the most scandalous way possible. But of all other secrets, Robert De Niro's are among the most scandalous and disgusting ones yet. In 1998, Robert De Niro, the famous American actor, got into some serious legal trouble in Paris. He was arrested by the French Vice Squad at the Bristol Hotel, all because of his involvement with an international prostitution ring. The authorities wanted to ask him some questions as they were investigating this whole shady business. Back then, they made it clear that De Niro was more like a potential witness rather than a suspect. The arrest warrant came from Judge Frédéric Nguyen, who had been digging into this prostitution ring since October 1996. De Niro had to go through several hours of questioning by the police at his hotel, which was pretty close to the French Interior Ministry. After that, he was taken to Judge Nguyen's place at the Palais de Justice in the evening. Finally, they let him go after he spent around 9 hours dealing with all this legal drama. What's interesting is that De Niro wasn't the only one caught up in this mess. Wojtek Fibak, a former Polish tennis champ and a pal of De Niro, got himself investigated for SA in the same case. During this whole crazy time, De Niro was actually in Paris for work. He was filming Ronin, an action movie directed by John Frankenheimer, and it was all about an American guy with a mysterious past. De Niro was supposed to stay in the city until the end of March. But here's the twist. They tried to question him the Friday before, only to find out he had already left the Bristol Hotel for the weekend. To add more drama, Judge Nguyen wanted to talk to Brigitte Nielsen, the ex-wife of Sylvester Stallone. Rumor had it that she was suspected of setting up meetings between prostitutes and clients, as per the French TV news station LCI. The investigation didn't stop there. Captain Paul Baril, a former police officer from the Elysee presidential palace with a history of controversy, got his turn to be questioned. They said he might be involved in bringing Moroccan prostitutes into France, according to LCI. Other people in the mix included a photographer for adult magazines, Jean-Pierre Bourgeois, a Swedish former model named Annika Brumark, and a Lebanese businessman named Nazi Abdulatif El Ladki. They were all under investigation for their roles in making this prostitution thing happen. Interestingly, it was El Ladki who spilled the beans to Judge Nguyen. The whole operation apparently had around 40 female S-workers in it. They were supposedly connected with rich clients from places like New York and the Arab Gulf states. These clients were said to be into arms sales and jewelry business. And get this, the prostitutes were making some serious cash, from £600 to £2,400 per meeting, plus their travel expenses. But that's not all. Additionally, in 2019, a former employee of Robert De Niro's company took legal action, filing a lawsuit in federal court on Thursday. She accused the actor of initiating gratuitous unwanted physical contact, making S-charged comments, and treating her as his office wife. This legal dispute unfolded in the federal district court in Manhattan, marking an escalation in the ongoing battle between De Niro and the ex-employee, Graham Chase Robinson. In August of the same year, De Niro's company, Canal Productions, had initiated a lawsuit against Robinson, alleging breaches of fiduciary duties, including unauthorized expenses and inappropriate use of work hours for Netflix binge-watching. However, in her counterclaim, Robinson asserted that De Niro, upon learning of her potential discrimination suit after resigning from her position as vice president of production and finance, allegedly retaliated and struck first. She contended that De Niro's original suit contained concocted false allegations designed to inhibit her from pursuing her claims, destroy her reputation, and obliterate her job prospects. Robert De Niro is someone who has clung to old mores. He does not accept the idea that men should treat women as equals. He does not care that gender discrimination in the workplace violates the law, the complaint said. Miss Robinson is a casualty of this attitude. According to the complaint, De Niro, age 76 at the time, allegedly subjected Robinson to demeaning tasks and verbal abuse, often under the influence of alcohol. He would joke with Miss Robinson about his Viagra prescription. De Niro smirked to Miss Robinson about his young paramour, who was around Miss Robinson's age. De Niro directed Miss Robinson to imagine him on the toilet. He told Miss Robinson that doing manual labor would make a man out of you. De Niro suggested that Miss Robinson could get pregnant using sperm from her married male co-worker, the complaint went on to say. The legal document also claimed that De Niro left a voicemail in which he called Robinson a spoiled brat and issued what appeared to be a threat, stating, "Your effing history." Robinson's legal team posted what they claimed to be the audio of this voicemail, though its authenticity could not be verified by NBC News. Robinson additionally leveled accusations of gender-based underpayment against De Niro's company, alleging violations of the Equal Pay Act. She sought a minimum of $12 million in damages, including back pay. In response, an attorney for De Niro vehemently denied the claims, labeling them beyond absurd. Despite the legal battle, De Niro continued to be in the public eye, promoting his role in the 2019 Martin Scorsese drama The Irishman and publicly expressing his opinions about President Donald Trump. In the initial filing in August 2019, De Niro sought $6 million from Robinson for alleged financial misconduct, including unauthorized personal expenses and excessive use of company resources for Netflix watching. However, Robinson's lawsuit countered these claims, asserting that De Niro's suit damaged her reputation and career by portraying her as a loafer, a thief, and a miscreant in what she described as clickbait allegations. As a result, when her name was searched online, these damaging accusations prominently appeared, causing severe harm to her professional standing. However, when De Niro testified, he said that the case was nonsense. Asked whether he had discriminated against Robinson by assigning her certain tasks, like scratching his back, De Niro directly addressed his former employee, who was sitting in the room. "Shame on you, Chase Robinson," he said. The legal drama drew in Tiffany Chen, De Niro's girlfriend, when Robinson was told to decorate his townhouse. The two began exchanging texts and emails relating to various aspects of the residence. When she first met Robinson, Chen testified that she thought there is something wrong with her, very seriously wrong with her. She said that Robinson, who allegedly wouldn't look her in the face, would move furniture and prune their trees without asking permission. It all seemed very jealous and territorial, Chen said at a deposition. In 2019, Chen demanded De Niro find a replacement because she didn't want Robinson around the house. She texted him, "I'm not going to be happy until you tell me she is looking for her replacement. And if you keep her, you and I will eventually have problems." In any case, a New York jury has awarded Robert De Niro's former assistant $1.26 million in her lawsuit against the A-lister's loan-out company, Canal Productions, for gender discrimination and retaliation, according to a representative for plaintiff Graham Chase Robinson. De Niro was not found personally liable in the case. Additionally, the jury rejected the actor's counterclaim that she stole 5 million frequent flyer miles from the company. A lawyer for Robinson said in a statement, "We are delighted that the jury saw what we saw and returned a verdict in Chase Robinson's favor against Robert De Niro's company, Canal Productions." Not only did Miss Robinson win her case against Canal, but the jury completely vindicated Miss Robinson by finding De Niro's claims against her to be without merit. In any case, all these scandals have taken time to come out since De Niro is one private dude. Robert De Niro was born in Greenwich Village, Manhattan, New York City, to Artis, Virginia, Admiral, and Robert De Niro Sr. His parents met in a painting class, but divorced when De Niro's father revealed he was gay. De Niro was 2 years old at the time. After, he was raised in his mother's household, though his father lived just a short walk away, and they saw each other often. De Niro is no stranger to the Oscars. He won his first for Best Supporting Actor playing a young Vito Corleone in The Godfather Part 2. His collaboration with Martin Scorsese then earned him an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1980 for his portrayal of Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull. He also earned nominations for the psychological thrillers Taxi Driver, 1976, and Cape Fear, both directed by Scorsese. De Niro received additional Academy Award nominations for Michael Cimino's Vietnam War drama The Deer Hunter, Penny Marshall's drama Awakenings, and David O. Russell's romantic comedy drama Silver Linings Playbook. De Niro first discovered his love for acting at age 10 when he portrayed the Cowardly Lion in a local production of The Wizard of Oz. He eventually dropped out of high school to join a gang. He said that his ability to portray a New York gangster is thanks to his childhood experiences. De Niro's Italian street gang that gave him the nickname Bobby Milk, in reference to his pale complexion. De Niro was by all accounts only a very modest troublemaker. Although he is sometimes referred to as an Italian-American actor, De Niro is actually only 1/4 Italian in ancestry. His father was of half Italian and half Irish descent. His mother was of Dutch, English, Irish, French, and German ancestry on her own father's side, and of German ancestry on her own mother's side. Robert was quite close to his Italian grandfather, whom he visited frequently in Syracuse, New York when he was young. De Niro has stated that he identifies more with his Italian side. He was inducted into the Italian American Hall of Fame in 2002. But despite all this, De Niro rarely does interviews and is known as one of the most ultra-private celebrities. He was the subject of a late 90s interview and cover photo for Esquire magazine. Most of the article focused on how guarded he is with his personal life, what few details are known about him, and what rumors are speculated, while only a minority of the article dealt with the actual interview itself. The writer noted that while the interview was ultimately agreed upon, he was given a substantial list of off-limit subjects not to ask De Niro about. They included politics, religion, his family, his reported interest in fine wines, and so on. The fact that his life is so private makes it almost impossible to tie him to any illegal things he has allegedly done. For instance, did you know that in 2006, legal tensions unfolded in Gardner, a picturesque town in Ulster County, over the property tax assessment of Robert De Niro's estate? The trust that owned De Niro's Gardner property took legal action against the town, contending that the $6 million assessment was excessively high. Their argument hinged on the assertion that the assessment should only be compared with similar properties in Ulster County. However, the town had been benchmarking its valuation against comparable estates in Dutchess County, situated across the Hudson River, as well as in Connecticut's affluent Litchfield County, home to many other opulent New York residents with expansive estates. The legal battle reached the state Supreme Court, where the town emerged victorious in defending its chosen valuation approach. Fast forward to 2014, and the trust's legal team sought to overturn the decision by filing an appeal. Faced with financial constraints, the town deliberated on whether to persevere in defending the lawsuit. The potential financial outcome weighed heavily in the decision-making process, as the increased tax revenue would have paled in comparison to the substantial legal costs incurred by the town. This uncertain stance prompted dissatisfaction among Gardner's residents, who had initially sympathized with De Niro's predicament. Some residents even proposed raising funds privately to support the town's legal battle, reflecting the extent to which the dispute had polarized the community. The controversy garnered attention beyond the local sphere, attracting coverage from the New York Times and amplifying the public discourse around the legal clash. Amidst this turmoil, De Niro, who had been unaware of the lawsuit until Election Day, reacted strongly to the negative publicity. According to Gardner Town Councilman Warren Wiegand, De Niro went bananas upon learning about the situation. The actor, often lauded for his philanthropy and community engagement, was seemingly blindsided by the legal maneuvering undertaken by the trust that managed his estate. The trust, in an unexpected turn, attributed the filing of the lawsuit to its accountants, citing fiduciary duty as the motivating factor. In response to the escalating controversy and negative attention, De Niro took decisive action. Shortly after becoming aware of the situation, he directed his lawyer, Tom Harvey, to withdraw the lawsuit and, notably, to reimburse the town for its legal expenses, totaling $129,000. As for his love life, the actor embarked on the journey of marriage with actress Deanne Abbott in 1976. Their union bore the gift of a son, Raphael, whose trajectory shifted from thespian pursuits to New York's real estate landscape. Yet, the narrative took a turn, and in 1988, De Niro found himself in the throes of divorce. Abbott and he went their separate ways, marking the end of one chapter in his familial odyssey. Soon after, a new connection emerged with model Toukie Smith. The late 80s to the mid-90s saw the couple navigating the uncharted waters of parenthood through in vitro fertilization, welcoming twin sons, Julian and Aaron, into their lives in 1995. The unconventional path to parenthood showcased De Niro's willingness to embrace uncharted avenues. In 1997, the actor once again ventured into matrimony, this time with actress Grace Hightower. The union brought forth another son, Elliot, in 1998. However, the strains in their relationship led to a parting of ways in 1999. Despite the separation, the divorce remained unformalized, and in 2004, the couple opted to renew their vows, a poignant twist in their intricate tale. The subsequent years unfolded with the arrival of their daughter, Helen, in December 2011, courtesy of a surrogate. The De Niro-Hightower duo moved into a sprawling 6,000-square-foot apartment at 15 Central Park West in 2014, marking a new chapter in their shared space. Yet, as time flowed, so did the currents of change, and 4 years later, after 2 decades of marriage, the couple decided to part ways. In the midst of this familial evolution, De Niro assumed the role of a grandfather, his lineage extending through his daughter Drina and son Raphael. Fast forward to April 19, 2021, and the actor found himself in the spotlight for a different reason. His lawyer argued in a virtual divorce hearing, contending that De Niro's relentless work pace was the linchpin in supporting Hightower and settling looming tax obligations. On the opposing side, Hightower's legal counsel asserted a gradual reduction in financial commitments, sparking a legal dispute over the intricacies of their financial dissolution. In 2023, at the age of 79, the iconic actor welcomed his 7th child, a daughter named Gia, with girlfriend Tiffany Chen. This latest addition to the De Niro clan served as a testament to the actor's enduring commitment to fatherhood, challenging societal norms and perceptions surrounding age and parenting. Yet, amidst the celebrations, July 2023 cast a somber shadow. News broke that De Niro's grandson, Leandro De Niro Rodriguez, born to his daughter Drina, had tragically passed away at the tender age of 19. The cause of death, a painful revelation, was determined as a combined substance intoxication. Career-wise, De Niro is nothing if not a household name. In the mid-1960s, Robert De Niro started his film journey with minor roles in movies like Encounter, 3 Rooms in Manhattan, and Les Jeunes Loups, all released in 1965. However, it wasn't until 1968 that he secured a significant role in Greetings, a satirical film centered around men avoiding the Vietnam War draft. This marked the beginning of a series of collaborations between De Niro and director Brian De Palma. A year later, in 1969, De Niro featured in Sam's Song, portraying a New York City filmmaker. He also appeared in De Palma's comedy, The Wedding Party, filmed in 1963, but kept unreleased until 1969. Despite being relatively unknown at the time, De Niro earned a favorable review from the New York Times' Howard Thompson, who deemed the farcical comedy great fun. The following year, in 1970, De Niro took on the role of Lloyd Barker in Roger Corman's low-budget crime drama Bloody Mama, a loose adaptation of Ma Barker's life. The film received positive reviews, with Thompson praising the cast for delivering fine performances. De Niro then reprised his role in another De Palma comedy, Hi Mom, considered a sequel to Greetings. Richard Brody of The New Yorker appreciated De Niro's unhinged spontaneity in his character. In 1971, De Niro had smaller roles in Jennifer on My Mind and Ivan Passer's Born to Win. His final film appearance for the year was in The Gang That Couldn't Shoot Straight, a crime comedy based on Jimmy Breslin's 1969 novel. The turning point came in 1972 when De Niro starred in 2 performances at the American Place Theater, directed by Charles Marion. He returned to the big screen in 1973 with Bang the Drum Slowly, where he played Bruce Pearson, a Major League Baseball player battling Hodgkin disease. The film, adapted from Mark Harris's 1956 novel, received critical acclaim, with The Hollywood Reporter acknowledging De Niro as one of the best and most likable young character actors. In the same year, De Niro's collaboration with Martin Scorsese began with the crime film Mean Streets, co-starring Harvey Keitel. Despite having the choice of roles, De Niro took on the character Johnny Boy Savello, a small-time criminal aiming for a spot in the local mob. The film premiered at Cannes Film Festival, followed by the New York Film Festival, earning widespread praise. Critics, including Roger Ebert and Pauline Kael, commended De Niro's dynamic and urgent performance. In 1997, Mean Streets received preservation in the U.S. National Film Registry for its cultural and historical significance. These early roles in the late 1960s and early 1970s laid the foundation for De Niro's future success, showcasing his versatility and acting prowess in a variety of genres, from satire to crime dramas. Throughout 1998, Robert De Niro continued to showcase his versatility with roles in a variety of genres. His year began with an appearance in Great Expectations, a modern adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel, where he portrayed Arthur Lustig. Later in the same year, he took on a significant role in Ronin, a thrilling film about a team of former special operatives hired for a mysterious mission. De Niro played Sam, an American mercenary with ties to the CIA, earning praise for his confident portrayal as an action hero. Transitioning to crime comedy, De Niro starred in Analyze This, where he played an insecure mob boss alongside Billy Crystal and Lisa Kudrow. The film was a box office hit, grossing $176 million worldwide, and earned De Niro a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor. In Flawless, he portrayed a homophobic police officer who, after suffering a stroke, is assigned to a rehabilitation program with a gay singer. The film received a 3-star rating from the BBC, praising De Niro's refreshingly low-key performance. As the new millennium unfolded, De Niro ventured into animation, producing and voicing the character Fearless Leader in The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. He then delivered a powerful performance in Men of Honor, portraying Master Chief Billy Sunday, based on the life of Carl Brashear, the first African-American U.S. Navy master diver. The film garnered mixed reviews, but De Niro's dynamism was widely appreciated. In the comedy realm, De Niro starred in Meet the Parents, playing Jack Burns, a former CIA operative with a dislike for his son-in-law, played by Ben Stiller. The film was a massive box office success, grossing $330 million and marking De Niro's successful transition into comedic roles. Critics welcomed his ability to make audiences laugh. Moving into the early 2000s, De Niro continued his diverse filmography. He took on a lead role in the crime thriller 15 Minutes, portraying a homicide detective alongside Edward Burns. The film received mixed reviews, with praise for De Niro's edgy performance. In The Score, a heist film directed by Frank Oz, De Niro played a retiring thief coerced into one last heist. The film received positive reviews, though some critics felt it didn't fully utilize De Niro's talents. In the action comedy Showtime, De Niro teamed up with Eddie Murphy as LAPD detectives. The film faced criticism for De Niro seemingly riffing on his own legend, with references to Taxi Driver deemed cheap. Concurrently, he worked with Michael Caton-Jones in City by the Sea, portraying a police detective in a drama that received mixed reviews. Despite some critical disappointments, De Niro's commitment to various projects continued. In 2004, he starred in Godsend, a fantasy drama where he played a doctor, and Meet the Fockers, the sequel to Meet the Parents. While Godsend became his poorest performing work, Meet the Fockers was a box office success despite negative reviews. The mid-2000s saw De Niro in diverse roles, from horror in Hide and Seek to animation in Shark Tale. He returned to the heist genre in Heist and explored drama in Joy, receiving mixed reviews for both. The actor's career took a significant turn with Silver Linings Playbook, a romantic comedy where he played the father of Bradley Cooper's character. The film received critical acclaim, earning De Niro an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. He continued this success in The Intern, receiving praise for his relaxed performance. As the years progressed, De Niro's filmography featured both critical hits and misses. Noteworthy projects include his collaboration with Scorsese in The Irishman, which received critical acclaim, and his role as Bernie Madoff in The Wizard of Lies, earning him an Emmy nomination. De Niro's career in the late 2010s and early 2020s showcased a resurgence in diverse and acclaimed roles. His work in Todd Phillips' Joker and Scorsese's The Irishman demonstrated his enduring impact on the film industry. In any case, despite enjoying an extensive and successful career in Hollywood, his alleged involvement in ABing women removes him from the favorable opinions of most, if not all, fans. Anyway, that's it for this video, folks. Bye.